So a pleasant good afternoon. My name is Prince Moba. I'm right here on the Kerry Street. This place is called Sampis, where I always come here to talk with Liberian citizens to get their view on several other national issues. What is trending in Liberia now is President Boakai's second State of the Nation address that was delivered on the 27th of January 2025. This is in consonance of Article 58 of the Liberian Constitution that states the President shall, on the fourth working Monday each year, deliver the State of the Nation to the legislature. Liberians have diverse views on the President's address. We've heard many views. So FOL, Focus on Liberia for short, has come here to gather views from citizens. What do they make of it? What are some of the trending issues that they captured in President Boakai's second nation address? Before me is a gentleman. Good afternoon. How are you doing?
Good afternoon. My name is Razak Kane. I'm from Bobolu City, Babolu County.
Raja, welcome to Focus on Liberia.
Thank you so very much for bringing your microphone and your camera to the public to get our view on the State of the Nation's address by His Excellency Dr. Joseph Nima Boakai on Monday.
Great. Did you follow the President's speech?
Religiously, I did.
So tell me your own perspective. What do you make of the speech? What are the places you were able to underline to ensure that you have your own reservation? How can we begin?
Thank you. The President did extremely well. He spoke as the chief administrator of this land. So he was speaking about institutional reform and institutional building and their progress being made and to be made. So that's how he spoke. So I captured, especially when he spoke about the economy growing, and there are factors that are leading to the growth of the economy. And these factors, he outlined, he said the agricultural sector is responsible for growth in our economy. He spoke about the mining sector is responsible for growth in our economy. He spoke about the fisheries sector is also responsible for another growth in our economy. He also was bold to inform Liberians on Monday that about 9 to 12 brand new resources have been discovered in Liberia, apart from natural resources, apart from diamond, gold, and timber. But another about 12 to about in Liberia, and these are very much important resources. And he said to us that there is a program on now. There's a data analysis. There's a process in making sure that his administration will come down on illicit money in making sure that the mining sector benefits the citizens of this country. And as far as reform taking place, so administratively, the speech touched Liberians who have the administrative understanding.
What's about the locals, the market women? Those that are on the sidewalk, the Yana boys, those that are doing the shoe shining. How does the message benefit them?
I'm not in their mind, so there will be a view from them. That both of them will say, oh yes, because the price of commodity is not to their taste. That is, it's not to their commodity, and which we all are aware, and the President acknowledged that the cost of commodity is high, and his administration is working on that. By all means, in making sure that the cost of commodity be able to meet up with consumer taste. That is, we are the consumer. If I don't have money to meet up with the market, definitely there's a challenge between me and the market. But if I have money to get to the market and get what I want, definitely I will not have the challenge. And the President spoke about that yesterday in contest.
Another thing that two things that were discussed prior to the President's address. One thing rather was the statement from quote unquote the rule of law caucus, some group of lawmakers who vowed to boycott. Some of them were present, some were not present. Another thing that sparked controversy or discussion was the absence of the Chief Justice and all other associate justices at the President's message. What's your take on those?
Thank you. You see, the House, we have segment of politicians. We have different political parties. So there is a political fight in the House. So some of those who felt aggrieved, they thought to stay away. Because they are aggrieved. I'm not in them. I could not force them to go there. I believe that they were expressing their anger by staying away. So that was their right. With the Supreme Court, I have a different understanding of the Supreme Court refusal I will say that refusal to go to the State of the Nation's address. And I will term it as a shame on the part of the Supreme Court. That is the reason why they failed to come to that public.
Why do you say so?
Because they came up with a controversial ruling that led to lawyers of the state, hardcore lawyers, going from radio station to radio station, interpreting the ruling in their own way.
The law is always interpreted though.
The Supreme Court would have said that, but to rule imparable, it was a problem. So if there would have been chaos in this country today, it would have been the Supreme Court. So, as per my understanding, that shame came to them that because if they were going to say that the public, including you today, were going to be in the public interviewing us, that the Supreme Court, don't you think they are part of the making of Rachel Kuhn? So because that they have agreed with the executive to make Rachel Kuhn a speaker controversially, so they thought to stay away. Because there is no single communication from the Supreme Court. As per Madam Sadita, the case with Erin Suno, the Supreme Court stated the reason why they will not attend the State of the Nation's address. This time around, there's no communication. So the Supreme Court owed the state an explanation why they stay away from the State of the Nation's address. If they claim that there's no crisis in the country, if they claim that there's no problem between they and the executive, if they claim that there's no problem between they and the legislature and we the citizens, why must they stay away? The Supreme Court owe an explanation. Finally,
before we take leave of you, the President's address is a legislative function presided over by the Speaker. And it has one agenda item, that is the nation's address. All other attendees are invitees. What's so special about the Supreme Court judges attending when even lawmakers did not attend? What's special about that?
We have 3 branches of government in this country, and the 3 branches of government work in coordination. So if one branch of the government will decide to boycott a peaceful process, something is happening somewhere. They must tell us why they boycotted. As per the legislature, the entire branch of the legislature did not boycott, but a political segment that said disagree decided to boycott. But the speaker, the deputy speaker, the pro tem, the deputy pro tem, they attended.
So my question is, if it is a legislative function, and if a legislator does not attend, it doesn't affect them, then what is so special about the Supreme Court? That's my concern.
The entire bench of the Supreme Court did not attend. Not just one person, 5 members of the Supreme Court deliberately refused to attend. That is our issue in this country.
All right.
As per the law, as per the House, members did not attend. Not the speaker, not the deputy speaker, not the pro tem, not the deputy pro tem, but the Chief Justice and her 4 members or 4 colleagues refused, so they must answer to us. They owe an explanation for the sake of security, for the sake of peace, for the sake of transparency. They owe explanation.
Another side of this debate could be there's still a bill or complaint before the Supreme Court from Fonati Kofa. So maybe the court in Weston could have seen the complaint on its docket and attend shares an event to vindicate itself. They could may have decided to stay. Don't you think so?
I don't think so, and I will not think so. On Monday morning, before the president could make his statement, Honorable Kofa case were in the lower court. On that same Monday morning, the courts were being thrown out on the basis that the case is at the Supreme Court and it is a same case. So the lower court judge said he could not rule because the case was evolving to get involved with. So they threw that case out.
That is what.
Any other thing, the Supreme Court would have told us that we have this case on here. So because of this, we cannot get there. But you cannot rule imparable in the heart of yourself.
Thank you so much. Your name again, my brother.
My name is Razak Kanye from Bobolu City, Babulu County.
Can I talk to you too? Okay, folks, my name is Prince. We are right here. This is Focus on Liberia Television. We're getting Liberians' view on President Boakai's second State of the Nation address that was delivered to the legislature on the 27th of January 2025. It is a constitutional mandate where the president appears before the legislature to deliver the State of the Nation address. Liberians have greeted the speech with diverse views. I'm here at Sampis on the Kerry Street to get Liberians' view. Before me is a gentleman. Welcome. How are you doing, sir?
Thank you. Welcome.
Welcome to Focus on Liberia. But did you listen to President Weah's statement? Sorry. Sorry for the. Did you listen to President Boakai's statement?
I listened to President Boakai's statement.
Give me your own perspective. What are those things? Great.
Because the statement came in this form. You know that the first time of governing a state by the president, so it was like after governing the state, you went into the governance of the state to identify the problem. And now is the time we have to use the arrest agenda to ensure that the inclusive development takes place in the state.
So do you think they still address those issues?
Yes, they identify those issues.
Okay. Specifically, let's talk a little bit about the economy. He talks about the GDP growth from 2.1% to 2.5, I think 2.5 or 2.8%. So, during the first administration. But what do you make of those?
Well, the president makes identification of the growth. I think it is incumbent upon you, the journalists, to go to the central bank to ensure that this information is credible, first of all right? But most of people, whenever information is given from a particular source, you look at those sources to make sure that issue with regard to the information given is authentic, all right? So I've asked you now to take the matter through there sometimes to make sure that the information given is authentic. But I want to assure you that the president was in the limelight of giving you the source of information reference to what is happening. The Liberia problem is the money market problem.
The money market problem.
Money market problem. Our bigger problem in this country, from Taylor up to present, is a money market problem. Okay. This is a market that you don't find in any country. You don't find it in any country. You just see a group of aliens fitting in your economy. Anything you show outside there, you bring the money, then the foreign minister take and pay salary. The alien go and come and get it. So the poor economy continue to boom against our economy. We are selling the resources and the people are getting it. This is one of the major problems we are facing in this country, and we are trying to work out brutality to ensure that this problem is solved by executive order. We are working with President Kidala.
Great. So, I mean, one of the things that sparked controversy and is still been discussed in the public was the justices of the Supreme Court. They didn't attend. Others have said, I mean, that is a slap in the face of the president and the regime.
You know,
what do you make of that?
When I was sitting far, or I listened to my brother, the guy who was explanation, I think I just want to call you to another point. The asset recovery issue that went to the Supreme Court, and there is a associate justice of that Supreme Court placed the order on our case about almost 1 year plus, going to 1 year. That state order stayed with me. It's a violation of the Constitution by that particular associate justice. He's supposed to be impeached because he has breached the peace of the country.
And the president did not say anything about that.
Go and read it. Article 73 says, when you breach the peace of the nation, you must be summoned, arrested, and detained. No matter who you are. So it's talking about the judges. But most people don't read that particular article. So go and look at it. With regard to the issue of their disappearing from the sonar, or they are not appearing for the sonar, this is another issue. When Kofa went and filed as a plaintiff in the case of the Kung Group, right? That plaintiff was a defendant. But then coming up with a verdict or with a ruling, they never rule whether in favor of the plaintiff or against the defendant, or in favor of the defendant against the plaintiff. They just came with ambiguous rulings. So everybody began to explain for themselves. At the end of the day, Kofa went and filed for better information. Their better information was filed, and then it's taking more time until now they are not willing to even take the better information. So it was very unfortunate on their part, not even ruling on the better information so that we can know what their stand is and they're coming to stay away from the truth. It's unfortunate on their part.
The argument has been that there's no constitutional backing, no law bounding that the justices should attend the president's address. They are invitees. When the president invites them, I mean, left with them to attend or not.
No, man, I just want you to take that into consideration. There are three branches of government in this country. All right? The SONA is inclusive of everybody. All right? Mainly the three branches are heading the institution of government. All right? They are appearing there because they are going to be addressed. And then they are concerned that they have been putting through, the president is going to make reference to what they have been doing in the court system. All right? Today, our court system is to the highest corrupt. Even the president was talking. Then imagine a layman going to issue somebody harming you, going to issue rape. They say no better than you are going to get a rape for you. Can you imagine the process going on with that now? The police investigate. Tell how you are before you can issue rape. Why? Now, then you say I'm better than you are because of somebody harming. This is why you see what gossip is preparing now in our society.
That was my next question, or it's probably the last question. Another one will follow.
Yeah.
Not much was heard about the rule of law in the president's speech. That's one thing being discussed. I mean, it left many Liberians frustrated. I mean, the rule of law, what's the reform in the justice system and the judicial system? Not much was touched on that. What do you make of that?
I think they have actually played a major role in that also. They are asking for the system, for the corona, they play a major role because they were going to be there. The president was going to tell more about them.
But the speech was prepared already though.
So you believe? I was just looking at people who were really for
okay, anything funny you want to say?
Anything
funny you want to say so we look together in the person?
Anyway, I really want to show you a line. It's working on modality to ensure that what the president identified so that we can all work together on the agenda for inclusive development to take place in this area. Mark this day, the next one, the microphone will be another different story. It will be a different story that will be coming around.
On the overall, are you pleased with the president's message?
I'm pleased with the president's message.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Let me talk to the other gentleman here. Just get there. So, folks, if you just joining us, we try to get citizens' view here. I mean, we stop by to do this every time when there are national issues. We speak to Liberians to hear their story. My name is Prince. Before me is a gentleman. Good afternoon. How you doing, sir? What's your name? Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
So, I mean, the question goes to see, did you follow President Boakai's message on Monday?
Well, let us follow the president of the state of the nation address. But for some of us, I am a supporter, strong supporter. Matter of fact, I think this is my second or third time of you interviewing me. I am Joe Boakai.
Okay.
But we want to state it clear. That in Liberia, government come, government go. There have been political speeches. We have listened to president's speech. State of the nation come by leadership go, leadership come, leadership go. So for some of us, our ticket is best known by, no brilliant speeches, no sugar coating. For some of us, take the microphone now across the country, the reality, and I think I am satisfied with this president's speech. But the implementation is why now some of us we are fighting for.
Okay.
That's why I little bit try to say the implementations of government, not just by saying things. On another hand, it is different. Like you spoke about the economics. It's one of the major fighters behind the country. Youth empowerment. I mean, the job opportunities still continue to raise at the higher price. There is absolutely nothing that we can go on that when the president speaks, that really we can see the tangible. So for some of us, we really want to see investors, job opportunity, the unemployment rate will drop. Because not today on the street. We just got up together in the morning, in the evening we go back. Absolutely nothing doing. Yeah, but we still have the hope that the president and the government can do better. So with all of the brilliant speech, no, he spoke well. He spoke to my taste. But my belief here is we have listened to so much. And this time around, we did not go in the trenches, under the sun, under the rain, just for government come, government go, we pray, sing, and at the end of the day, the actual reality remains poverty. You know, a vacant-minded group of people will only come and then enrich yourself, and different group of people will go and organize themselves, come under the canopy of a different limitation. That what we are going through today, the reality of rescue, some of us, we want to see it on the Boakai.
So the first year, what's your grading for the first year for your government?
All of my own government.
Yeah.
I would give them 60.
60.
Yeah.
And what are places that you think it touched your heart in the president's address? Maybe he talks about youth training program in his speech. He talks about the economy, that there have been GDP growth from 2.1% to 2.5%. I mean that's a boost. But on the overall, there are sources of revenue generation. You talk about youth empowerment, you talk about job creation. What are those places you think the government should touch in this year or for the second year, that there will be more opportunities for youth to go to school, to work, and so on? What would be that one thing you want to tell your president?
Like the president just said, when it comes to infrastructure, when it comes to average, president, now we have so many engineers. Like for me, that's my background. I'm from the background of engineering. So I think for now, where the country is, for creating real job opportunities, I think these are areas when you concentrate, we will have so many inclusions of young people, taking part, and I think there will be some reductions of unemployment rate.
Thank you so much. Finally, your colleagues talk about this justices absent thing. I'd like to hear get an opinion as we close up. The Chief Justice, the Associate Justices, others have said, their action was deliberate. They decided not to come because they part of a crisis at the Capitol building. What's your take on those?
I think that was the debate. I think just 3 hours before you arrived here, and we want to be clear. There's a traditional ceremony, as we all know. Someone will say this is only tied down to the legislature. On a serious note, we have 3 branches of government, like other speakers have just said, and we need coordinate working relationships. So, on the deliberate refusals, like for me, of the Supreme Court bench, with no communications to the nations, no one here now can tell you why carry on their own functions, how they understand it. And for so many, saying they cannot survive. As far as concerned, the justices must be part of. This is a traditional, ceremony that you must be part of. Whether we have constitutional crisis, that we all know that this is constitutional, that the president must give his state of address on a full working Monday, as every year given. It is upon all government entities to be present. So on your absence with no communications, no one knows what went wrong, what not went wrong. We cannot discuss it. It's just a rumor. So we see it as a deliberate, refusal, and it shows no leadership for some of us as we been around. We just see this as the higher decision-making body of the land has placed themselves in a place of state of confusion. So I think they're where they are. So they have no moral to come and clarify or whatsoever more. Because they owe us explanation of why they didn't appear.
Thank you so very much. What is your name again?
I am Moba Zizel from Boakai Island.
All right, folks. So we talked to more Liberian here. We're going to do 2 more pressings so that we can call it a day. My name is Springs. Thanks for being there. So, what's your name?
Yeah, my name is Akwe Kesari, resident of District Number 7.
District Number 7, most rather County. Welcome. Did you follow President Boakai's statement on Monday?
Yes, I follow it.
Okay, as a young man, what are those things you take into the speaking? What you want to say?
What I want to say here is that President Boakai is the logical president, number 1, number 2. He spoke negatively, but what we are lacking of is implementation. This particular point with Liberia, to move Liberia forward, to put them on ground and to move the project forward in terms of our agenda, I prefer to the citizens in Liberian people. We are the citizens. Over the past years, we have understood that many presidents were mentioning the lack of implementers, to those who go on the field to carry on implementation of their mandate. They have not been the right people. They have been implementing their own self-advertisement instead of the country advertisement. Why say so? Liberia is for all. We have to put our hands together as citizens to make Liberia look good for ourselves. They say the way you do yourself, like what people respect you. Right now, we as a citizen, our economy is controlled by the alien and foreigner. You are aware, I'm aware, we all are aware. So far, in what I'm saying, right now, the changing money and particularly is done by the alien and foreigner. Fair Bureau around here is controlled by foreigner. Our economy as large is controlled by foreigners. Right now, if people get first, they close the store, you get that watch and Ramadan day. If you're supposed to get 1 bag of bread or 2.5 bag of bread, you can fit.
Okay, but I mean that is a whole different argument. But as a young man, before we leave of you, what is that one thing you want to see the government do this year as per the president's agenda to the legislature? Looking at youth empowerment, looking at that you are talking about job opportunity. What is that one thing you want to see the president do in line with the president's agenda for the year?
Yeah, we talk about inclusive development and agriculture as large. Okay. For me, the president have put up a strong watch on the agriculture sector, watching at the health sector. According to my source, I repeat, I have acquired a serious information that says that people right now are growing their own rice and carry on distribution of it. Right now at GFK, and information I get in my possession, I have forgotten the other name, but he received 100 bags of rice with some curry to share on the ill people that are that particular area.
Alright, thank you so much. What's your name again, my brother?
My name is Akwe Kesari.
Alright, so we can close up. Or you going to talk to? Okay, get them. We can close up with the other man. So, folks, if you just joined us, my name is Springs. We'd like to close up with this young man here on this very short interview. All right, so welcome. How you doing, sir? How you doing? You say what? Oh, you say Chiong Bekukbe? That's a name?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't hear your name good. What's the name? What's the meaning of your name when you say Chiong Bekukbe? Huh? Oh, what's your real name? Oh, that's your. I said, what's your real name? Your real. Oh, right. Oh, you're near Chiong Bekukbe. Oh, okay. All right. Let me see. Oh, so you listen to President Boakai when he spoke on Monday? You listen to him?
Yes.
Okay, so Chiong Bekukbe, why you make a President Boakai's statement? What do you call vla?
at least to kind of tell the first one like the first 1 year, the first year is like
You said what?
Yeah, the first year I did there. So like the first one you did there. I was trying to find time
to apologize to you. Oh, okay.
To say what they were wrong, but now we ready for business. But instead of saying rhetoric. Yes.
What are some of the things you said that shows as rhetoric? Go ahead. Go ahead now. You want the camera?
I can't say anything. If I don't say anything, you will say about the festival like men. You will see the Jewish again. But say what I get a speech.
Is it because he hates Boakai? Because other people here they say they speak correct, and that's people here. Or is it because he's young but good bear?
Not hate, but you guide them will be seen.
Okay.
Any parent speak, you see the happening.
What do you want to hear from Boakai? He didn't say.
Because he said last week.
No, what do you want to hear that you know?
1 year I did.
Oh, you want him to apologize, but he denied apologize. So that's the only thing you want to hear. Okay.
I discovered 10 million to do. Tomorrow evening, question again and say, so
no. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Thank you. All right, folks, we'll let us close up with the guy. They can be here for some time. Folks, we apologize for that disruption there. We apologize for that interruption. We were in conversation with Chiong Begube shortly. But the gentleman before us will be the last person that will have this interview. We'll close the interview with. Like I said, we pass around to get Liberians' reaction to national issues. The one trending is the president's State of the Nation that drives, and then we'll get the Liberians' view on it. This is the last person before us, so that we can close up on this live interview of this the view sampling that I would like to call it. Welcome. How you doing, my brother?
Oh, thank you so kindly. Nobody is my name.
Okay. All right, so we come here to get your views on President Boakai's second annual message that is delivered annually to the legislature. I'm very much sure you listened to the speech, or you may have read some portion of the speech. Give me your own perspective. What do you make of that?
Like I said to you, everybody is my name. You know, the president has said a whole lot of good things. Let me further commend President Boakai for his excellent deliberation when it comes to the annual message. We have been the targeting policy when it comes to the Constitution. We are living in the Constitution every full working day, every year, one special in January, you're going to give it sooner.
Every full working Monday.
Every full working Monday, sorry. Every full working Monday in January, you're going to give it sooner. And that which is done, I think, because of the weekend, you're welcoming. And he spoke lengthily when it comes to the rule of law, agricultural development, the technical sector.
It touched all the sector.
Yeah.
So, I mean, which sector you took as a young man and that you think is worth commending?
Yeah, I'll take you again. If I would kind of like all of the sector today, then we'll not move from here.
As a which?
I would just touch full sector. You know, for the past 12 years or 12 to 16 years in our country, the most thing I actually admire from the president is about the road. The road connectivity. That when you go to Campley, from Campley to Grains Dealer, from Grains Dealer to how do you call it, to Fish Town, from Fish Town to River G, from River G to Canweekend, from Canweekend to Grenku, from Grenku, coming all the way to Sambo, all the way to the Sapo National Park, all that places. He said that it's going to be alpha pavement within the course of 4 to 5 years, but now they are kept on rehabilitation for the one from Lima County going all the way to Zulu Westgate. He said that you are 80% complete now. So they ask for the road issue bar in day well. In day well.
All right. Yeah. What's about the economy? The economy? Yeah.
The economy is a alarming situation. The economy is also doing well because the economy is the most key aspect the economy, almost all of the Liberian people want to see life progressing in the economy. Like I will give you 80%. But as time goes by, you will see how better I live progress in the economy. And also spoke on the agriculture issue part. There is a language situation, you know, like the area there part. Like the area there. So the agriculture issue part, he's doing definitely well. The both agriculture sector, like in Magidi, in Nima, in the 5 counties, like Magidi, Lofa, Nima, Lofa, actually doing well. Like, see the when you go to finance, the Ministry of Finance Development Planning, thanks to Gafanti, you are paying people on the bill of the agriculture system that you get. At the end of the month, you carry one bag of rent, and then from the green side, you do the production of the food that they producing, and you give the Liberian food. That people are tasting. I'm not saying I tasted it, was sweet, it was nice. So we say pull to the president. He's doing extremely well.
Finally, what do you want to see? How do you want to see the president implement the issue of youth empowerment, as was shown in his speech for this 1 year? That's a final question.
So thank you also much again. The president, like I said to you, is doing well, but for the youth empowerment, you know that time by time, the president just came into power and he did them definitely well. But when it comes to the youth empowerment, at least, hopefully by any of the empowered people, like I just said, 10,000 people on scholarship, and thanks to the educational minister too, they are also helping the president to see that bell to put the red agenda.
Thank you so much. What's your name again?
Senator Butter from the Center of Change of Intellectual Opinion.
Alright folks, this is how we'll let to close this very impromptu interview here at Sampi. Sampi is an intellectual center here on Boakai Street in Central Monrovia. My name is Prince Mova. We've been speaking with Liberian citizens, getting their perspectives, their views on President Boakai's State of the Nation address. We're going to continue doing this. Tomorrow we'll be at another location, getting Liberian view on there, and then what do they expect in the next years to come, or in the next months to come for this year. Thanks for following. Oh, this is a little go off on this live broadcast. This is Boakai Street, where I'm standing here in Central Monrovia, Central Town. Join me another time for another live broadcast. Until then, my name is Prince. Bye bye. I'm out.